Are you on your Appalachian Trail through hike and wondering if you should even go to trail days or not? In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about what trail days is, the experience that it is for people that are actively through hiking the Appalachian Trail, and discussing the pros and cons so you can decide if that is something that you even want to do while you're enjoying your through hike. I'm Jolly Green, your #1 guide to enjoying your through hike. Follow me. And by that, I mean I'm very comfy on this bench and it's really pretty out, so I'm going to sit down for this one. What the heck even is trail days? I remember when I was doing my through hike, I went through the small sleepy town of Damascus, Virginia. I was very surprised the first time I walked through Damascus because I ended up getting there a little bit early, and it is such a small little town that you would have a really hard time believing that it holds the largest hiking festival in the world. Right around mile marker 470, 500, you have already been hiking lots of miles. You're several hundred miles in and you're really starting to feel confident in who you are as a hiker. And it's hard to believe that you're still at the beginning. And this is where a lot of stress will come in. Being the largest hiking festival in the world, you're going to see a large collection of different brands, hikers, through hikers, day hikers, and everyone that loves the hobby of hiking and backpacking, all squeezed into this small little town.
Johnny Green.
Howdy. They've got all kinds of festivities, different events, and places to stay that it's going to seem a little bit overwhelming. For an explosive 4 days, the town becomes an absolute party with all of your favorite people and people that are going to share the same hobby as you. So let's get into some of the pros and cons and see if it's worth it to go. I'm thinking you could either cut in a little meme or there's going to be a few key factors that you should know about that might make it so you want to make a different decision than I do, might keep you from going, or you might just want to hear about what it is that is actually on offer. Beginning with the good news and starting with our pros section, we have showers and laundry. This is going to be an amazing time where they set up entire trailers for people to be taking showers. As a through hiker, you know and understand that it is really difficult to actually get a shower in town without staying in a hostel, and just being able to have that location where you can set up your tent in Tent City with all of your friends and get a free shower, and not to mention laundry. The local community has laundry that they do and offer it for hikers so that you can get your clothes washed and you can actually be feeling fresh for a little bit. To all of my fellow through hikers, and if you've gotten this far, you know just how much of a burden it can be to not have showered or done laundry for a little over a week, or probably plus, because you're currently hiking, so you're sweaty, disgusting, and these things aren't easy to come by. But at trail days, you get shower and laundry. There is food everywhere. There are all kinds of stands and people offering trail magic. This is going to be one of the largest collection of trail angels that you find on the entire trail. And these are all people that are just begging to hear your stories, be a part of your adventure, and want to see you succeed. And most of the time, people know that the way that they can help you to succeed is with helping you get those calories with a nice, hot, not dehydrated, not trail slop meal.
Yeah, because if we're yeah, then we're not. Exactly.
However, the most important thing and the best part about trail days, in my opinion, and the thing that I spent the most time doing, was just running from one end to the festival back and forth, seeing all of the people that I'd either lost track of or the new friends that I made while there is such an exciting experience. You can spend the entire time just running back and forth and going, oh my God, you're here. You're still on trail. That's amazing. And then you can catch up with all of those people that might just be 10 miles behind you, which means you haven't seen them in a month. It can be very easy to lose track of people, and this is going to be one of the major meeting points along the trail. If nothing else, this should be the reason that you go to trail days. The next pro is that it's a big party. There is music happening everywhere. There is all kinds of dancing, fire pits, festivals, and all of the people that have this amazing hobby that you share doing this amazing thing with you. My personal favorite, because I've been dancing for most of my life at this point, is the contra dancing that they have every year. But there's also live music that has a nice little dance floor right in the park in the middle of Damascus. So if you're not absolutely exhausted from using your body, why not add some dancing? It's a nice break from all of the hiking. And if there's any activity that I suggest any thru hiker should do, it's the contra dancing, because I love contra dancing and line dancing, and I'm going to toot that thing's horn all day, every day. Now, here's a little bit of footage of me embarrassing myself and dancing around in my big clompy boots. It is a massive party, but it's also a fantastic time that you can just spend 4 days and relax. I think while I was hiking the Appalachian Trail, I spent almost 50% of my trail days experience sleeping and taking a nap in my tent. It was just so perfect to be able to actually get that point in your trail where you can fully rest and know that a lot of your needs are going to be taken care of. And you've been working hard. Enjoy it a little. Probably one of the most important things that I got from trail days was that there is an entire gear repair station, and it's the easiest darn tough socks replacement that you'll get on the entire trail. There are stands that'll have different places that you can drop your backpack off and to get different clips and straps and all kinds of things that have been bugging you for 100 miles plus replaced and fixed. If there is anything going wrong with your equipment, this is the place to do it. I watched someone have holes in their sleeping pad, bring it to them as they went through the process of pouring soapy water onto the sleeping pad just so you could see where the holes were. And so it's just a fun learning experience, just seeing how this gear can be repaired, and you can trust that you have professionals doing it for the low price of free. My personal favorite, and the people that I went to, is Osprey. Hashtag not sponsored, but sure would love to be. If you hear about it from me at trail days, let them know that Jolly Green sent you. Same with Darn Tough Socks. I remember they have a stand right in the middle of the bazaar with all of the festivities happening, where they have just a big bin of socks that you can throw away your old ones that have holes, and you can just grab a new pair for free. They are so excited to be showing off their lifetime warranty guarantee, and it is going to be the easiest time that you're going to have getting your Darn Tough Socks replaced. So it is the best time to do it, and you should absolutely, even if they're not quite destroyed yet, they will be. I went through a few pairs of Darn Tough Socks, and they're the best socks, and I still use them to this day. And it's just because of that service and guarantee. Again, hashtag not sponsored, but darn tough, you know you want Jolly Green on your team. That is going to bring us to our cons.
Run!
Cons.
So one of the big cons is that this is going to be a massive party. It is the largest hiking festival in the world. And I know a lot of us went there to get away from a lot of hustle and bustle and a lot of the anxiety of having lots of people around. So if your goal was to have a little bit of solitude while hiking in nature, my first thing for you is you chose the most popular hiking trail in the world. So poor choice to begin with. But it is a very legitimate argument for why trail days may not be for you. It is a party, like I said. And if you're not looking for that party mindset, then that could be a really drain on you and really just not something that you would appreciate. While there's going to be a lot of things there, the bazaar with all of its giveaways and excitement is really not going to be for thru hikers. This is going to be for the people that have a car and can pack everything up to go home. This is going to be a great place to buy things, but if you're hiking the Appalachian Trail, you don't want a lot of souvenirs, doodads, or things to carry. And if you win something in the giveaway, then you're going to have to figure out how to even send it home. All in all, I don't think that the bazaar and the shopping district is even a place that's meant for thru hikers. It is truly a place for the people that are coming back and there to enjoy the giveaways and buy new gear. But for a thru hiker like you, it really doesn't have a lot, especially if you were like me and went into it way too poor, where you really shouldn't have been spending that kind of money. One of the big problems that I had was it was very difficult to actually enjoy everything that was on offer for trail days, because you're doing a lot of the things that you need to do in town while you're there. Yes, there's a lot of resources for it, but you're not going to actually be able to go to all of the events that you want to. You can't actually do all of the things that are advertised for everyone, because you still have to do your grocery shopping. You still have to figure out how to get your shower and laundry. You still have to get your water filter cleared out, and you have to be ready for the next leg of your journey. So while this is a big festival and there's going to be a lot of resources, there's still a lot to figure out, and it's still going to be your town day while also being in one of the busiest towns of the entire trail. There is going to be long lines for everything, and supplies might not be as easy to come by as you would hope. Finally, my last big con, and one that really got me and a lot of hikers that I knew, is that trail days is used as a benchmark. Whereas if you've already made it to that point, then you're on a pretty good time frame. You're also starting to run out of time if you're going to make it to Katahdin. And if you haven't made it to Damascus yet, by the time that trail days happen and you're getting a ride ahead, it can be really full of anxiety, feeling like you're wasting that time by spending multiple days in this place while also being told that you're falling behind. And that could just not be fun for multiple days. And there's a lot of pressure on yourself to feel like you've got to keep going and got to make up those miles that maybe a large party would get in the way of. We've gone through the pros and cons, and I've got a little bit of a biased opinion, but I loved being in trail days while I was a thru hiker. There are a few good reasons not to go, but you only get to be a thru hiker experiencing trail days one time. So if you're not interested in the rest of this video, TLDR, all I gotta say is, yes, go to trail days, it's a blast, and actually spend the time enjoying it. And as long as you follow the guides in this video and enjoy it the right way as a thru hiker, I'm sure you're going to get the most out of your trail days experience. My main tips for enjoying trail days as a thru hiker is just run back and forth, say hi to the people that you know and love, enjoy the thru hiker parade, enjoy some of the events, get all of the food that you can get, enjoy your showers and laundry, enjoy all of the resources, and avoid the giveaways and avoid a lot of the town and bazaar, because those are more meant for people that are going to be buying things and having the resources to send stuff back home. The real way to enjoy trail days, like real hiker trash, is to go there, have fun with your friends, and remember that you're doing something amazing and all of these people want to come and celebrate you. And it'd be rude to not show up to your own party. I love you all, and let me know how your trail days experience went. If you're currently an Appalachian Trail thru hiker trying to decide if you even should go to trail days, and if this helped you make a decision, let me know down in the comments. I love you all, and have a fantastic trail days. Mwah.